Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR, and here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, the 7th day of April. Here we go. Well, I hope you had a very, very meaningful Pesach. This is probably one of the first and most important laws that you need to know for after Pesach, although there are a lot of them. Here's one. When you want to go out shopping now and you want to get some bread for your house, or Cheerios, or pretzels, or anything that's chametz, you have to be careful because any chametz that was owned by a Jew over Pesach is forbidden. The rabbis forbade having any benefit from that kind of chametz after Pesach. That's why we sell our chametz, or we get rid of our chametz, and we start with fresh new chametz that we didn't own on Pesach. So if you go into a good, proper Jewish store that sold all of their chametz on Pesach, then when they buy it back from the non-Jew after Pesach, you can go and buy any chametz item in their store because it was fine. None of the chametz that's in that store was owned by a Jew over Pesach. So if you're shopping in that kind of store, you're fine. Also, if you're shopping in a store that's owned totally by non-Jews, then you're also fine because they're not Jewish. They were allowed to own chametz on Pesach. So go ahead and buy your kosher chametz in their store. The problem would be with the kind of store that was Jewish owned and those Jewish owners didn't sell their chametz on Pesach. You're not allowed to have benefit from that chametz, and so you should not be buying any Cheerios, bread, or anything like that from a store that was Jewish owned that didn't sell their chametz on Pesach. Now, it's hard for you to know what stores are in this category and which stores are not in this category. In most good Jewish big cities, you can call an important rabbi or the Vad HaKashrus, the kosher organization of the city, and ask them, I want to shop in store A. Is there any problem with me buying chametz in that store? A lot of cities have lists published of which are you just have to ask a good rabbi in your city how to get your hands on that list, and then you'll know which stores are okay to buy from after Pesach. If there's a store that is under alert because it was Jewish owned and the chametz wasn't sold, the proper thing to do would be to wait until you can get a fair assessment that the chametz that they owned on Pesach is no longer on their shelves. Like a couple weeks later, they've probably sold all of the bread that they owned on chametz. If you need any help with any of these details, you should speak with a rabbi in your city who knows the details. You can't assume when you walk into a 7-Eleven you want to buy a loaf of bread and all the workers behind the counter are not Jewish. That doesn't tell you the whole story. The owner of the 7-Eleven might be Jewish, and you might have to check on that. Sorry if this makes it hard, but that is the proper law. Don't buy chametz after Pesach from a Jewish-owned store that didn't sell their chametz on Pesach. That's the bottom line. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.